All right, good afternoon. I call the July 20 special meeting of the Arizona Board of Regents to order. Rachel, we have a quorum.
Yes, Chair Goodyear, we do.
Today, the board will convene an executive session for the items listed on the executive session portion of the agenda. At approximately 3:50 p.m. at the conclusion of executive session, the board will recess executive session and resume the public session to hear the items on the agenda. I move to enter into executive session for the executive session items listed on the agenda. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. The board will now convene an executive session.
Chair Goodyear, we're ready to reconvene.
Thank you. Good afternoon. The July 20 special meeting of the Arizona Board of Regents was called to order earlier this afternoon. Before convening an executive session, Rachel, would you confirm we have a quorum?
Yes, Chair Goodyear, we have a quorum.
All right. Our first item on the agenda is a request from Northern Arizona University for a multiple year employment contract for Richard Duran as Vice President and Director of Athletics. Michelle Parker, would you please introduce this to the board?
Thank you very much, Chair Goodyear, members of the board. Thank you. First of all, let me start by saying that I know that President Cruz Rivera very much would like to have been here himself. He's unfortunately, as you know, on a flight right now, but he does plan on bringing Mr. Duran, Dr. Duran, rather, to the next board meeting so that he can properly introduce him. In the meantime, as the chair mentioned, NAU does seek authorization to offer a 5-year employment contract to Richard Duran as our athletics director. He is, as you are aware, a truly exemplary candidate. For the past approximately 6 years, he's been serving as the AD at the University of the Incarnate Word, and he has enjoyed, while he was there, frankly, really amazing success, not only in athletic performance, which of course is a wonderful thing, but also equally important. He has enhanced the student athlete experience. He's also proven himself to be a really phenomenal fundraiser and a wonderful liaison with the community. And so NAU very much believes that he is the perfect individual to lead our athletics program into the future, and that is why we are requesting his contract be approved today. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Are there questions from regents or comments? Regent Brewster, you played a role here. Is there anything you'd like to add before we cast our votes?
Thank you, Chair. Michelle, also just want to say congratulations. I think this was a wonderfully run process by the university. And again, to the executive team and those involved in screening and bringing applicants to this very coveted job, it became very clear that this is a job many across the country were seeking. In that process, I believe our candidate and now nominee for this job is the best that we could have selected. And again, I'm very, very confident that his fiscal skills, his leadership skills, and his ability to work within the team there at Northern Arizona University will be nothing but additive. And again, a tip of the cap to the process and a tip of the cap to the decision, because I believe it is the right one for NAU moving forward. So thank you for the opportunity to be part of that process and to obviously weigh in on the selection of this fine athletic director. Thank you, Chair.
Are there any other comments? Regent Peru?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. I agree. I think Dr. Duran is the right person for the job. I think we have the right ingredients with regard to all of the things that any university would be offering its sports programming. We have, outstanding coaches. We have world-class facilities. We have outstanding student athletes. We have, you name it, everyone on the team is perfect, and I'm very looking forward to a lot of success going forward. So I did have the opportunity to meet Dr. Duran at his press conference when he was announced by our president to the community, and At that event, he received a standing ovation, and I think that is how excited the community is to have Dr. Duran coming to Northern Arizona University. So I'm very excited about that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Is there any other input from regents? Seeing none, I'd like to make a motion to approve NAU's request for a multiple-year employment contract for Richard Duran as Vice President and Director of Athletics as described in the executive summary. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say
Aye.
nay. Thank you, Regent Brewster. Any opposed, say nay. Any abstentions? The motion carries. Congratulations, NAU.
Thank you very
have
much.
You have a wonderful new athletic director. We're very happy for the university and for all the student athletes at NAU.
Thank you very much, Chair Goodyear. Thank you, Regents. NAU is thrilled with this hire. We appreciate your appreciation of him and your vote of confidence.
Thank you, Michelle. Our last item on the agenda is a request from the board office to assign 2026-2027 at-risk performance goals to Presidents Crow, Cruz Rivera, Garamella, and Executive Director Chad Sampson. Jenny, would you please introduce this item?
Thank you, Chair Goodyear. Chair Goodyear and members of the board office asks the board to assign 2026-2027 at-risk goals to the presidents and the executive director as described in the executive summary. Just one quick note, there is a minor revision to President Crow's goal number 5 pertaining to athletics, simply changing the reference from University Activity Center to Desert Financial Arena. With that, these goals are measured at the end of the fiscal year, so June 30th of 2027, and reports are due by July 1st. The board will assign compensation regarding the goals and the performance expectations at a subsequent meeting. I'm happy to answer any questions you have.
Are there comments from board members? Regent Brewster, you led this process along with Jenny and Regent Stein.
Chair, I would just bring forward that I think, again, the Regent team of Regent Stein, myself, and certainly with coordination through Jenny Pollock, we have done the diligence that is required of the regents. I also am very confident that the regents and their support of reading and fine-tuning these goals was very, very appropriate. And more importantly, for Executive Director Sampson and our 3 presidents, I want to compliment all for being very participative in this process and very thorough in this process, looking not only at requirements that are here today within, call it, the next fiscal year, but setting the stage for more strategic, long-term approaches that will benefit, obviously, our 3 public universities and the citizens of Arizona. So to all, thank you for their process and diligence in this process, which does take months, believe it or not, to get to these final goals.
Regent Stein?
Yeah, just one quick comment. I think we're really fortunate to have 3 outstanding presidents and an outstanding executive director. And it really, for me, this is the first year that I worked on this, and it was a privilege to get to sit and talk with them about their vision for where we need to take higher education in the next year and beyond, and to really sort of explore those issues and to figure out ways to sort of memorialize those in goals. Was actually a lot of fun for me and really interesting, and I'm very supportive of where we are.
Thank you, Regent Stein. Any other input from other regents? Seeing none, I move the board approve the board office's request to assign 2026-27 at-risk performance goals to Presidents Crow, Cruz Rivera, Garamella, and to Executive Director Chad Sampson, as described in the executive summary. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say nay. Any abstentions? The motion carries. That is the final piece of business for this public session. So that concludes today's meeting. Thank you, everyone, for participating and giving of your time in the summer. Today's meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.
Thank you all. Bye all.